It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the Brooklyn Nets taking on the San Antonio Spurs.
Here we go.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving can't hit. Outside, Green. Pass to Leonard. Parker outside. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Over Irving. Leonard, no luck. In the corner, Irving with it. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Green against Irving. Fires for 3. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Durant kicks to Irving. Pass to Harden. Duncan with the block.
And that's part of his game. Love seeing Duncan just sky up there to reject shots. Does a great job of utilizing that wingspan along with his timing. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
KD can't get it to go.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Parker against Harden. There's the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here is Parker. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Duncan, and Duncan throws it down.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Now here's Griffin. Shoots it up. Rebound by Parker.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Poked away. Oh, here we go with Griffin. Nobody back there. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Passes it to Duncan. Here's Splitter. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
Yeah, got to admire how clever Splitter is. Just uses his height well there on the close-range shots.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Greg Popovich.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
All right, David, thanks. And the first one drops.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Harden hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Harris against Leonard. Leonard draws the double. They kick it out to Green. Splitter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, how about the hustle of Splitter? Just never stops working on the board.
Now here's Harden. And there's the pass to Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Here's Leonard. And it's sent back by KD.
But Kevin Durant is playing spectacular defense, and it sets the tone for the entire team.
Harden dishes to Durant. Shoots from the line. Yes, that goes in.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
KD's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Outside Leonard. Over Harris. And it's Leonard missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
So they take the lead. Irving's got 7 points. Here's Parker. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Top of the key, Duncan. And Duncan throws it down.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Every timeout a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. Pass to KD. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 6 points for him.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Outside, Green. Parker surveying the floor. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Duncan. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Duncan's got 8 points.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
Harden outside. Pass to Durant. Duncan with the block. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Diaz checked in for the Spurs. Ginobili comes in for Green. And the Nets also making a change. Green's checked in. Here is Harden. Count that bucket.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Parker against Harden. Here's Duncan. That shot, no good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Irving. 6 points for James Harden.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Parker outside, fires the 3. Goes back up, and Duncan lays it in. 10 points for him.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Here is Harden. He has 6. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Down low, here's Parker, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And what strength there by Parker. He able to take the hit and still drain the shot in the process. He is just a remarkable athlete with tremendous finishing ability.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
Now here's Harden. Off target from 3-point range. It's stolen. Here's Green. Duncan with the block. Ginobili looking around. They get it back. And that one's good. Duncan's got 12.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Brooklyn with the ball, trailing by 2. Harden outside. Harden draws the double. Brown wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game. Ginobili with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Durant's checked in for James Harden. Now Parker. Ginobili, that's for 2. And it's San Antonio with another. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Brown. Here's Dinwiddie. Up and in on the layup.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Parker against Dinwiddie. And the dunk by Duncan.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Dinwiddie with it. Jeff Green on the wing. Clock at 6. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And the basket by Diop.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Dinwiddie outside. Parker with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. Parker's running. Chalk up 2 there. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, and even though he's a little older now, Parker still possesses exceptional speed. He really turns on the Jets in transition for easy looks like that one.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here. Spurs leading by 5. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Spurs. Over Claxton. Ginobili can't hit. Nets trail by 5. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Brown, good. Brown's got 5 points so far. Brown's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Dinwiddie against Parker. Ginobili outside. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Brown finds KD. That one drops for him.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots, but this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
Now here's Leonard. Passes it to Diaw. Ginobili on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Ginobili can't get that one to fall. Nets trail by 3. To the paint. Duncan with the block. And now the fast break. Ginobili with the ball. Parker kicks to Ginobili. To the middle. Here's Duncan. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here now is Dinwiddie. Dishes it to Durant. Inside. They kick it out to Green. Shot clock reset for the Nets. San Antonio leading by 5 to the inside. Here's Leonard. Here's Diaw. Buries it down low. Diaw's got his second basket of the game.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
And here's KD for 3.
Boy, gentlemen, you just love to see that aggressiveness. He's not afraid to get after it.
And so it's San Antonio bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
Basket counts. Diaw's got 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now the pass to KD. Lays it up off the glass. 10 points for him.
Just so full of confidence. This guy knows he's at the top of his game. Kevin Durant excels cashing in from right there.
Now here's Parker. Outside, Green. For 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Outside Durant. And Durant gets double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
It's the Nets now. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Dia. And now it's a 10-point Spurs lead. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to KD. It's stolen by Duncan. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Splitters checked in for San Antonio. And the Nets making a change here as well. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Spurs passing it around. Parker's shot is off.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Green, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Green's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for Green. Irving comes in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Dinwiddie. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Nets. Inside, here's Harris. Duncan with the block. And he gets it back. Harris kicks to Harden. Pass to KD. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Griffin. But they'll get another chance. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Spurs leading by 10. Parker outside. Double team on Parker. To the wing on the left. Here's Duncan. Rebound, Brooklyn. Irving's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots the 3. Harden, no good. Harden's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Parker against Irving. Outside, Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. It's Parker outside. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Duncan. Duncan's got 18 points.
Yeah, and Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And you can put those alley-oop feeds as high as you need to when Griffin's on the receiving end. He'll pick it up off the top of the backboard if he has to.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Harden kicks to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
Green passes to Parker. Here's Splitter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and Splitter has that lovable personality, a terrific glue guy that teammates love playing with.
And Splitter drops them both. Now Durant. He's got 12. Pass to Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. Harden hits them both, and San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. San Antonio leading by 8. Green with the ball. 5 points in the game, and that one's good. Parker.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Harden outside. Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
Boy, that's beautiful touch on the floater. And let's remember, not everyone has that shot in their arsenal.
And the foul on Harden. And that'll be his third foul so far. Leonard, he's checked in for Tim Duncan. Ginobili, that's for 2. Come on. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Nets trail by 9. And here is Irving. He's got 7. And the pass to Harden. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
We are talking about a solid 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard's strength and his frame allows him to get shots off under duress.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
One shot.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, you think back to draft day in 2011. It was quiet then. It became loud as his career went on. But the Spurs get the draft rights to Kawhi Leonard on that day for George Hill. Incredible.
Now here's Harden. 10 points for him. Out to Harris. Lets it go with a 3. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
We all know Joe Harris is a dead-eye shooter from distance who helps space the floor. What a look.
And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside, Green. Takes a 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Nets trail by 7. Now here's Harden. Step back shot. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Splitter trying to break free, and it's Leonard missing.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Here's Harden. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And here is Parker. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Parker outside, looking to get back on track here. He lays it in. Ginobili's got 6 points.
You gotta love the effort from Parker, constantly helping get his teammates involved.
KD finds Harden, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, a good first quarter leads to a dynamite second period.
Ginobili against Harris. Ginobili dishes to Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, Kawhi has become one of the smartest offensive players in the game, understanding use of the shot fake and what it can give you.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Spurs making a change here. Diaw's checked in. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. And the second free throw, good.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Harden outside. Back to Irving. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Parker. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Parker finds Green. And here's Leonard. And he gets it to go.
You can see the handle of Kawhi Leonard so much tighter than it used to be. How confident is he off the dribble?
Irving double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Spurs now. Green with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. They get it again. Out to Parker. Another shot. Feeds it to Splitter. And it's slammed in by Splitter.
And Splitter has such long arms. I mean, when he's close to the basket, he's looking to finish that with authority.
Now here's Irving. He's got 11. Irving double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Spurs now. San Antonio leading by 3. Outside Leonard. From 18 feet away. Here's Splitter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Splitter just showing some IQ there. That knows how to get calls on those type of shots.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Splitter. So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And Splitter drops them both. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Harden finds Dinwiddie. Back to Harden. That shot misses. Good D by Parker. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They've held a 12-point lead early. Right side, Green. He dishes it to Diaw. It's good. Diaw's got 4 this quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Dinwiddie.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Pass to Parker. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Harden.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Parker passes to Diaw. Leonard looking around. From past the arc. Kept alive. Nets trail by 5. Goes up on the wing. And the rejection by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Yep, that one goes in there.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Here is Harden, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. Big-time play throughout the first half for Tim Duncan. He had 20 points, 7 block shots, and 1 steal. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Best work they've done is on the boards. They got a nice edge in the numbers, and it's got them to this lead. They were getting after it hard. Raw, fighting, pushing, elbowing, throwing people around. We'll see if it takes something out of them.
Kenny, what's your take on Brooklyn so far?
Their three-point shooters struggle to get into a rhythm. It's a mental thing. You start clanking them, and your teammates start. It's contagious. Now, percentage-wise, shooting in the low 30s, it's not horrific, but it's not great. And they have to improve their accuracy from deep in the second half, or they're going to have a hard time coming back.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. An exceptional performance from Tim Duncan.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low. Just great work.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Nets trail by 9. Green out there with Parker. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan. And it's Splitter in at the 5 spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Here's Parker. James Harden picking up that last basket. And that one's good. Parker.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Harden can't hit.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And that one, good. And that's 13 points for Kyrie Irving.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Outside, Green. Green draws the double. Parker, good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Parker's got 5 points in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Duncan misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. And one area where they haven't struggled has been transition.
Yeah, they've had less success when they allow the defense to get set. That's why they want to keep pushing the pace.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 8. Parker outside. From 20 feet out. And the shot goes in. Parker's got 17 now.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Harden dishes to KD. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Down low, here's Duncan. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Duncan's got 22 points.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
And here's Harden for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Parker.
And they continue to control the glass.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Now Irving. He's got 13. Pass to KD. Outside for Griffin. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. KD's got 4 assists in the game. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Count it.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Nets trail by 9. Harden scanning the floor. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Pulls up, high post. Leonard, no luck. Leonard's gone 4 of 12 shooting from the floor, only 33%. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Leonard. Passes to Harden. Good D by Parker. Spurs leading by 7. And Leonard has it in the corner. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch-and-shoot game is on point.
Harden against Parker. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Parker passes to Duncan. Splitter trying to break free. Offensive rebound, but he gets it back. He hangs. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant.
At nearly 7 feet tall, Splitter is a handful when he's that close to the basket. You've just got to wrap him up.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. The pass to Harden. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
The Nets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Boris Diaz checked in for Splitter. And the Nets also making a change. Green's checked in.
One shot.
That free throw good from Harden. Spurs leading by 6. Ginobili with the ball. 8 points for him. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing. He was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
The Spurs have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. That's good from Parker. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. One of the top stories here, Tim Duncan getting it done today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
Nets trail by 9. Outside Irving. Outside Green. Fires the 3. Tim Duncan grabs the miss. Duncan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And Ginobili, he's like a whirling dervish when he's driving inside. Just kind of glides his way to the basket.
For San Antonio, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. Nets trail by 12. Right side Irving. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Irving's got 15.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving? One of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Now here's Parker. He's got 20. Here's Duncan. Great D that time from Green. Harden the pass to Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the middle. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. In the corner, Irving with it. Drills it from outside. And now it's only a 5-point San Antonio lead.
You know this. Kyrie Irving, when he has the hot hand, is lethal. On a night-by-night basis, he is an absolute matchup nightmare.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Harris passes to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
And here is Parker. Ginobili outside. Makes it off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Harden draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Nets with possession here. Now here's Ginobili. 13 points in the game. And Duncan throws it down.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Durant. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Parker against Irving. From 18 feet away, Parker's shot is off. Nets trail by 9. To the paint. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game. Irving against Parker. Down low. Here's Duncan. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The Spurs have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. So for the Nets, Blake Griffin comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Joe Harris. Free throw good, Duncan.
Yeah, the quiet intensity that Duncan brings, just incredible. He's a consistent force whose teammates really look up to.
Now here's Irving. 20 points for him. And the wide open shot from Griffin. That 3 off the mark. Spurs leading by 10. Parker outside. With the teardrop. Green with the block. One-on-one here. And it's sent back by Leonard. Now the dish to Diaw. Parker kicks to Diaw. A 3 from Leonard. Buries the long-range jumper. Leonard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Irving against Parker, and the wide open shot from Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the inside, and it's slammed in by Diaw.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Dinwiddie. They get a hand on it. Parker with the steal. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. And it's in there. Leonard's got 10 points in just the second half.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Irving, sinks the 15-footer.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Now the feed to Parker. Duncan trying to break loose, and that one's good. Parker's got 22 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Griffin finds Dinwiddie. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And the Spurs making a change here. Green's checked in. And here are the Spurs. They're on an 18-6 run. Here's Ginobili, pass to Duncan. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And a big man that plays with a lot of versatility in his game. Opponents have to be cautious of Griffin on the drive.
The Nets have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. San Antonio with the ball. They're on an 18-7 run. Inside. Shot from the low block. Here's Dion, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Splitters checked in for San Antonio. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 19-point game. Here's Dinwiddie. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. For Brooklyn, they had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
3 shots. 3 shots.
And he's good on the first of 3. He hits the second from the line. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Well, how about the versatility? Danny Green on the interior. Go ahead.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Spurs. Sends it down right in his face.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And Splitter is letting it all come to him. Whatever the D gives him, he takes.
Dinwiddie outside. Back to Irving. It's deflected. Good. Here's Leonard. 18 points for him. From deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's San Antonio. Feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Green. He's out there with Griffin. On out there with Irving. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 2 spot. And it's slammed in by Splitter.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint. Now, here is Irving. Here's Griffin. Rebound, San Antonio. Splitter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Over in the corner, Diaw. That falls, nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Now, here's Brown. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Leonard with the ball. Got that one up quick. Leonard's got 20.
You've got to keep the defense on their heels, and Kawhi consistently able to make pull-up jump shots.
Passes it to Irving. Shot from free throw range. A look from Griffin. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Spurs leading by 23. Leonard inside. He's covered by Brown. And the Nets with possession. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
It's Ginobili on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Ginobili. That's good.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Dinwiddie kicks to Green. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Outside, Green. There's the pass to Leonard. Spurs working the ball around now. And Green with the basket on the assist from Thiago Splitter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Irving. Outside for Griffin. San Antonio with the rebound. They double-team Ginobili. Out to the right wing. Here's Splitter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Spurs, Thiago Splitter. 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Diao. Davis comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Manu Ginobili. No good on the second free throw. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Williams, he's checked in for Splitter.
In your Spurs, David Williams.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Davis finds Mills. Up again. Jordan with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. Johnson dishes to Johnson. Six on the shot clock. Here's Claxton, and that one good.
I'll tell you, execute, move the basketball. Tyler Johnson really growing as a playmaker.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Kevin Durant's checked in for Jordan. Joe Harris comes in for Johnson. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And James Harden has subbed in for Tyler Johnson.
One shot.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Mills looking it over. This is to Davis. Poked loose. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop.
Well, Joe Harris staying engaged on the defensive end. Nice anticipation to get that steal.
Spurs leading by 21. Now Mills. Here's Baines. And the layup's good off the glass.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second chance points.
Harden's shot is good.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Mills with it. High post, Davis. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Bellinelli. Over Irving. The shot by Bellinelli. No good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD roll. My man is going.
Now here's Bellinelli. Outside Williams. Back to Bellinelli. To the paint. That's good from Williams, the assist by Bellinelli. And the Spurs lead by 21.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Irving with the bounce pass. Here's Harden. Sinks that one from the post. 32 points for James Harden.
Woo-hoo, Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Mills passes to Davis. And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. Off target from outside. Nets trail by 19. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 26.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
San Antonio calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Nets making a change here as well. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Here's Parker. Offensive rebound. Splitter, that's good.
Yeah, second chance points again. A huge problem for this team.
Brooklyn with the ball. And here is KD. Harden outside. On the wing, Irving. Shoots. No good on the shot. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Leonard with no one around. And it's good in the assist by Parker. 23 points in the game.
I don't think there's anything Leonard can't do on the basketball court. He can score inside, the mid-range, long range. He'll hurt you from absolutely anywhere.
San Antonio leading by 22. Offline with his three. Here's Harris. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Boy, Joe Harris refusing to give an inch, and he is rewarded with a trip to the free throw line. Nicely done.
Shooting. Joe Harris. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, think about Joe Harris, the 33rd pick in the 2014 draft. So that's the 3rd pick in the 2nd round. And boy, has he turned himself into a viable NBA player. Knockdown shooter who can now put it on the deck as well.
And Harris drops them both. Here's Parker. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Outside Green. Just 5 on the clock. And the 3 off target.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it. In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Here's Parker. On the high post, he drills it. Parker's got 14 points now in the 2nd half.
Yeah, the mid-range jump shot is just automatic from Parker, especially when he gets the room to fire. Now, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Duncan with the bucket.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Harden against Parker. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 36.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Green, the pass to Parker. Irving against Green. Down low, here's Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 6 assists in the game.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Now, here is Harden, and Durant gets double-teamed. Harden against Splitter, and the basket by Harden. Harden's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Duncan down low. He's against Green. And the layup is good. Splitter's got 22 points.
And Splitter used to feeling contact on these shots, so adept at just powering through the defense.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Parker. Leonard on the wing. Over Harris. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Impossible impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. To the middle. And Duncan with the basket on the assist by Parker. Duncan's got 33 points.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Harden against Parker. Durant down low. And the rebound goes to Duncan. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now here's Splitter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
At the line for your Spurs, Thiago Splitter. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the Spurs with some changes. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Corey Joseph comes in for Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And the Nets with possession. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson. Now Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Brown. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Joseph. Passes it to Mills. Now here's Bellinelli. Duncan left side. And he banks in the layup. Duncan's got 35.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Here's Luau. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, we've seen this 1 or 2 times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Mills with it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Spurs, Patty Mills. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Mills. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Brown outside. Johnson right side. Jordan kicks to Luau Cabarro. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.